Welcome to the presentation on the Combined Surface Water Monthly Operating Report, or SWMOR. The Combined SWMOR is the newest Surface Water Monthly Operating Report. In this presentation, I will be covering when we expect systems to switch over to the newest SWMOR, what is new in this version, common errors and issues when filling out the SWMOR, and resources. Systems will be required to start using the combined SWMOR with the January 2025 monitoring period. The combined SWMOR replaces all previous versions of the form, including their gallons per day counterparts. The combined SWMOR can be customized for conventional plants and those with alternative surface water treatment technologies. There is now one form for all systems. To find the form, you will go to our website www.tceq.texas.gov/go/SWMOR-forms. When you scroll down the page, you will find the form link in the Combined SWMOR Excel form, instructions, and total organic carbon section. To download the form, click on the form name, Combined SWMOR Form TCEQ-00105. You'll notice that all the other SWMOR forms are now removed from the web page. Your system might have already downloaded the combined SWMOR. It is important, though, that you have the most recent version that has been uploaded to our website, so you will want to check the revision date at the bottom left of the form. When I made this recording, the SWMOR revision date was February 6, 2024. There will be newer versions uploaded to our website, so please make sure you have the newest version. When you open the SWMOR, you'll notice that many things look the same, including the security warning about macros being disabled. As before, you'll click Enable Content. This allows the background calculations to work correctly. One of the first changes you'll see in the combined SWMOR is an extra field in the Customize MOR dialog box for flow rate units. The system will select either mg/mgd million gallons per day or gallons/GPM gallons per minute. Previously, a separate form was required for the GPM option. The next change is the Alternative Technologies and LT2 dialog box. This box allows alternative technology systems to use the same form as conventional systems. In the first section, you will be asked if your system uses any alternative technologies. If your system is conventional, you will leave this blank and then select OK to move on. If your system does use alternative technologies, you will select Yes, and then enter your information in the other sections below. For systems with alternative technologies, the Treatment Technologies dialog box shown here is not new, but I wanted to note that any technology that is selected on this screen must have a TCEQ approval letter. Now I want to touch upon some of the most common issues that systems have when filling out the form. The daily volume, page 2, raw and treated water pumpage, and peak hourly flow rate, pages 4 and 5, of the disinfection process parameters pages should not typically match. Also, it's important to ensure that the system is collecting the entire daily data sets on pages 4 and 5 at the same time that your system shows the highest hourly flow rate. The only time pumpage on page 2 and flow on pages 4 and 5 would be the same numerical value is when the plant treated water continuously at a constant flow rate for 24 hours straight. This is rarely the case. You see in this example on the left that a surface water treatment plant pumps a volume of 1.5 million gallons of raw water over the course of 8 hours at a continuous flow rate. Because the flow rate was constant during those 8 hours, you can determine that the flow rate through each disinfection zone must total 4.5 mgd. If the flow rate is not constant, the plant would record the highest hourly flow rate. Please note the equation for converting GPM to mgd. Also notice in the example on the right that the flow rates reported in disinfection zone 2 are half of the value reported in D1. This occurs when a disinfection zone has more than one treatment train. In this case, there would be 2 treatment trains that have equal amounts of flow going through them. Now we will discuss resources to assist you with completing the form. One resource that is not new is found inside the SWMOR itself. If you hover over the little red triangle in the top right of certain cells, a pop-up box will appear with helpful tips. In this example, the dropdown includes an explanation of the parameter value being requested and guides the operator on what to enter in the field when there were missed readings, and provides additional helpful information. Instructions on customizing, completing, and submitting the combined SWMOR can be found within the Surface Water Treatment Plant Requirements for Monthly Reporting and Public Notification Guidance Manual, also referred to as the RG-211. This document can be located on our website and downloaded to your computer as a PDF. A few chapters that I wanted to emphasize are Chapter 2, Customizing the SWMOR, Chapter 3, Entering the Monthly Data, and Chapter 10 on Violation and Public Notification Information. This guidance manual also includes instructions for completing filter studies and assessments and other required reports. Some issues that might be encountered when attempting to save the SWMOR could be calculation errors. Calculation errors you might see are pound reference errors, pound name errors, or pound div/0 division errors. Which error you might encounter depends upon where the error occurs and what the cause is. A reference error could refer to a formula that references an invalid cell, often due to accidental pasting of formulas or incorrect formatting or macros that did not run correctly. A name error might result from a formula that has been modified and is no longer functioning. A division error can occur when a formula tries to divide by a cell that has a value of 0 in it or has been left blank. If you need help figuring out the cause of the error, you can reach out to our team for assistance. Some common issues when reporting could be not supplying a required FPR or FAR, the filter profile report, and the filter assessment report. Not doing so could lead to a violation. Not using the most recent CT approval letter, which would cause the compliance calculations to be inaccurate. Another common reporting issue is disinfection performance data not being collected during peak hourly flow. Another common issue when reporting is that the CT approval letter does not match current practices such as type of disinfectant, injection locations, residual monitoring locations, or arrangement of treatment locations. If your system needs to update the CT study, please reach out to the CT study team. Another issue we encounter on the SWMOR is that the population and connection data information may not match what is shown in Drinking Water Watch. Please visit the Drinking Water Watch webpage to ensure that your system's information is most up to date. If the population or connections information is incorrect, please reach out to the Drinking Water Inventory and Protection team with TCEQ. More common issues we see are reporting a corrective action plan or CAP when the system does not have one on file, monitoring and reporting the IFE or CFE turbidity incorrectly. The system should report the highest confirmed daily IFE turbidity reading. For CFE, your system will collect readings at the same time daily when the system is producing water during a 4-hour block. Additionally, we see that membrane plants conduct or report direct integrity tests data incorrectly. As always, please reference your system's CT and exception letters for your system's reporting requirements. Additional information for these reporting parameters can be found within the RG-211. That completes the presentation on the new combined SWMOR form. For any questions, please feel free to reach out to our Surface Water Treatment Rule team at swtr@tceq.texas.gov.